Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I've got a brand new series coming today, the Gregtech Community Edition pack for Minecraft 1.12. Just a reminder that this is being streamed on Twitch at CannedHotRice in Source, and a schedule is available there to see when we're going live. Today we're going to progress from 0 to the early Steam Age, with the ultimate goal of this pack being to get the ultimate battery. Down here. These videos should be coming weekly, if at least twice a month, depending on scheduling, but anyway, let's get into explaining the pack. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is going to be creating our world, and I really think you should ignore how terrible I am at typing. It's pretty embarrassing, I'm going to be honest. I really tried here, and I don't understand how I could make it so bad. But the first things I'll explain are the goal of this pack. So this is a mod pack focused solely on Gregtech, with a few quality of life mods. And so that means that pretty much every episode is going to be just micro crafting and making small little progressions, and it's going to take a lot of time, and that's okay. The first super important thing that everyone needs to do when they do Gregtech is to just look at the quest book. The quest book will tell you everything you need to do. Right now I've just been searching through, finding out the goals, going through what I need to do. It also gives you some pretty good rewards. The Community Edition pack is quite nice, it's quite forgiving. So it would be good and advisable to just go through there, check it out, see what's going on. So after a while, I kind of settle on this area as being my base location, and my first thought is, okay, I'm going to dig a big hole, but instead of using the tools at my disposal, I decide that it's going to be better to break the dirt by hand, and I'll just leave this clip here to show you how long it took me to be a bit foolish and realize that that probably isn't what I'm going to do. One of the hardest things for new players to grasp is the ore generation. Ore chunks in Gregtech generate every 3 chunks and leave tiny piles of ores on the ground to tell you what's under there. It's very important to remember where these are because caving is not viable in this pack, so you'll see me throughout this making lots of waypoints on the map, hence why my screen is always so cluttered. We'll be manually running around like this for a while until we get the prospector. The first step in the glorious Gregtification is to make a set of tools. We need iron for this, but I'm no chump. I'm going to get the minimum amount of iron required to make a mining hammer, the most sacred of early game tools. This is going to allow me to mine in a 3x3 area. I'm going to try and keep these mines organized for now, because I will be making frequent trips, but once we get a single block miner, I will never be doing this again. And this is the moment where the quest book saves the day yet again, because mining this single piece of magnetite has unlocked a quest reward that gives me 32 pieces of magnetite, which is 32 iron for free. So I only had to mine this single block and I got all the iron I needed for my tools. So first we craft the hammer. And then the file. And then the mining hammer, which itself requires a little bit of micro crafting. But once we got it, we got it. The next step in our journey is the first multi-block we get to make, the coke oven. Very simple and just requires a knife, a mould with some clay and sand. I tried to make enough for 2, but I only managed 1. Definitely something to look into later. Crafting that up gets us unfired bricks. We then smelt them and craft them up to get the coke oven. And after that little distraction to get some coal for smelting, we finally build the coke ovens. After building the coke ovens, we really get to the meat and potatoes of this episode, that is, the Bronze Age. First we need to craft some mortars. We'll use flint for this one because it's dirt cheap. Then we need to mash down tin and copper, craft it together to make the bronze dust, and then smelt up the bronze to bronze ingots. In the future we'll absolutely unlock better ways of making this, but for now we have to just cop the loss on the chin as per Gregtech rules. And that's where the stream decided to crash. After that point we ended up getting the steam machines behind us, a forge hammer, alloy smelter and compressor. We also managed to get a pump deck giving us passive water so that the boiler doesn't explode, because if you don't give this water and it has heat in it, it will explode. We also unlocked a crafting station, which isn't very difficult to make, but does allow us to store our tools up in a little tool slot and have inventories connected, which allows us to craft things. We also placed down these treated wooden planks, but we're not going to be pursuing that base. Just having a lawn base around here isn't the goal of this. I do want to have a nicer, more expansive base to help us get to that ultimate battery. We also did a bit more exploring to find some more veins. We had a soapstone, some basaltic mineral veins. We did end up mining the redstone, nickel, and the lead vein because to get us obviously our nickel, our lead, redstone. It's also in here some silver for the solar boilers. Thanks for joining this episode of Gregtech Community Edition. I know this is a relatively short episode in comparison to what they will end up. Again, if you want to check this out live, the Twitch link is in the description. I'll try and stream this on Tuesday and Saturdays, but the schedule may change. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch. It's all free. It makes my day and it keeps you updated with what's going on.